This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening all and welcome to your first look at sports. I'm Charles Fish. You know, the top sports story in the country is the stoppage of sports by the GSSA. And joining us this evening on sports is the president of the GSSA, Kevin KJ Johnson. And Kevin, what's the situation?
Well, the situation is we had a meeting on Monday and the membership decided to put the preseason basketballs January on hold for now. And we had a vote on it and they decided to do that.
You're talking about the GSSA. It only affects schools here in New Providence. Why not Grand Bahama if they're under the government school umbrella?
Well, I don't know what's going on over there, but at the same time, we want to be on the same page, but at the same time, we don't want to hurt the children the way forward. So hopefully by tonight meeting with the BUT, most likely we'll probably start basketball on Monday.
You definitely have to start because idle hands find some negative things to do.
Exactly, and definitely we don't want our government school children getting caught up in a lot of things that they don't need to be caught up in. So I'm quite sure the BUT will meet with the powers that be and iron this all out, and we'll get on with the government school business.
You also want to note what happened a few years ago in the 80s, and we are still reeling from that when government school put a stoppage on sports. Exactly,
and you know we don't want to repeat that. And the goal and objective is to keep these children busy playing sports. Basketball is the next event on the calendar, and then we go on to volleyball. We go on to track and field and baseball and softball and soccer. So definitely want to keep these kids busy and doing positive stuff so they could represent their various schools.
The preseason basketball tournament was scheduled to get started this week. We're laying out all hopes that it gets started on Monday with the regular season.
Yeah, and I think it will. You know, I spoke with the president, and she assured me that they will meet with the minister and iron out all the things that they need to iron out. And it's about the children. I mean, it ain't about me and you or the adults here. It's about making sure those children are being busy playing sports, and that's what it's about.
I'd like to thank Kevin KJ Johnson. On the move, we are now at Freedom Farm where the private school softball championships are in full swing, and we'll have all those highlights for you coming up on Thursday. But you know the story, the Government School Sports Association, their sports season, it's on hold. We had a chance to speak with Evan Wisdom of the Ministry of Education about this situation.
We need to know exactly what is happening with our coaches, what their particular stance is. From reports that we've gotten, from news reports that we've gotten, there is a work to rule order with regards to public school coaches. We know that for the island of New Providence. The mass of our coaches, or the most amount of our coaches, are in Providence, and so it affects us to a huge extent. There are activities that were planned months ahead, that we've gotten money to secure events and approached media, all those kinds of things. If that is derailed, when you have to go back to these people to renegotiate, they normally say no, because if they feel they can't rely on you to have a stable platform where you can have championship events that are not canceled, they're going to say no, and then your funding dries up and it becomes just a terrible situation.
Evan also indicated that these coaches are being paid a stipend to run these sports. So what is going to be done about that?
That particular stipend is paid for the coaching of activities after school. We're hoping that the report, is premature or what have you, because you are well aware of what happened the last time this was done. And the clear example that I give is we would have gotten some funds from a corporate entity with regards to our national high schools volleyball tournament. And they would have given us a good amount of money, Charles. What do I tell them now? What is it that I tell them? It's things like that cause for there to be problems. What is it that I tell the BAISS when we approach them about national championships and what have you, when we have situations where these kinds of matters can come in a whole particular championship or what have you can be canceled because of non-participation of coaches and what have you. So it's a very difficult situation right now. I don't know what we're going to do. I know one thing that needs to happen. I think that we need to consider the children in this matter.
In New Providence Women's Basketball Association play last night over at the Donald Davis Gym, the career builder Cheetahs improved to 1-1 on the season with an easy 67-40 win over the youthful D's Saints. Linda Pierre leading the way with 24. Kissy McDonald chipped in with 10, and for the Saints, Shakira Brown had 9.
We're going to take back what is ours. We know we got with the team what it takes to get back what is ours. We lost it last year, and we intend to get it back. There's no question, ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Do you have a better Cheetah team this year than last year?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. We've added Rudy Sims, who've given us inside presence, you know. When you put her there in the mix, and we bring Audrey Martin back home, who fits well in our system, and we think with those two additions along with the veterans we always had in place, that should be enough to multiply by 2 and get it.
Who do you see as a threat to the Cheetahs?
There's no threat out there. I mean, every team is going to come and play basketball. Cyborgs has a good squad. Operators has a good squad, even the Saints. But at the end of the day, there's no threat. We feel as though if we go there and play basketball and do it at the best of our ability and do what we do in practice, we should be all right and we should pull it off.
During Saturday's luncheon to honor 40 outstanding women in sports, Bahamas Olympic Committee Vice President and Chairman of the Women's Committee, Cora Hepburn, said her priority is to highlight achievements by women in sports.
My job is to promote gender equality in sports and to use sports as a tool to improve the lives of women in the Bahamas. In order to accomplish this goal, we have to first adopt policies to advance gender equality within the sporting arena. The Commission is focused on 2 main areas in advancing gender equality in the Bahamas. They included, first, the need to bring more women into management and leadership roles, and secondly, the need to increase collaboration and partnership to promote gender equality. In order to achieve these fundamental goals, the Commission will seek the full support of the Bahamas government, the Bahamas Olympic Committee, and the Bahamian public at large.
Sunday Pass also saw members of the Major League Baseball's Cincinnati Reds in town conducted a camp at St. Andrew's Field of Dreams for players between the ages of 13 and 16. International scout Jim Stokel was the instructor.
It was a great day. I really appreciate the Bahamas Federation for inviting us down. And we came here for the national tournament last year. And I have been to Bahamas in the past as a scout with the Dodgers, so now I represent the Reds, but also Major League Baseball. So we wanted to come down and just do what we call a talent evaluation workout and give guys an opportunity to show what they can do. We had them run, had them throw, had them hit, took some measurement numbers on them, and that's a good thing to tell them where they are, where they stand, and also gives us a baseline to follow them for the future.
As for the players, they were excited to display their talents with hopes of one day playing in the majors.
It was good actually because I got to learn a few things like the standards of Major League Baseball and what I need to work towards in order to be a better ball player and to be recognized by the MLB.
For me, it was good because they went over the basic drills for every position, and they gave us like an idea of how it would have been for us to go off to school and or play in the MLB.
It was a great experience. It was my second showcase, but I think I'll improve as I play more. But we just went over the basics, the basic fundamentals, but like every position, outfield, infield, and we also had a few pitching. But I think I'm gonna get better as I continue to play.
It was explosive. We got to do everything we needed to do: pitching, outfield, hitting, and that's basically it. We got to show the guys what we wanted to do, how we play baseball. Hopefully they come back and take some of us with them. It was a good day.
Next week, Friday at Government House, Alpheus Hawk Finlayson will be one of 21 persons to be inducted into the National Sports Hall of Fame. He calls it quite an accomplishment.
Elated to be inducted, especially with the people who are being inducted with me. I think that based on age, I shouldn't be in this group because you have people from 90, I think Mr. Munnings is the oldest one, all down the line. So I am happy to be in this group.
And that's going to do it for sports on a Wednesday. Thanks for watching. I'm Charles Fisher.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.